Have you ever had an earworm, a song or a phrase that just won't escape your thoughts? Well, Carl Sagan's apple pie quote is the ultimate worm for my ear.
If you wish to make an apple pie from scratch, you must first invent the universe.
Not only is his voice brain-meltingly smooth, but each time I think of this quote, my inner physicist decides to apply it to everything. And today, I want to apply it to a gingerbread house, partly because it's the holiday season and I want to be a little festive, but mainly as a redemption attempt for my last year's gingerbread house, which was a little bit of a fail. So here we go. So it's not just the existence of a universe itself that you need to build a gingerbread house. It's the existence of a particular universe, one that has had 13.8 billion years of billions and billions of chance interactions to create this existence that we now exist and understand. One so complicated that it has taken an immensely absurd amount of time and energy to produce everything needed to make this festive little treat. At the bare minimum, a gingerbread house needs a whole heap of flour, good heaping of sugar, an egg or two, and of course, the all-important sprinkle of ginger. These basic ingredients become exceedingly more complicated when broken down at the atomic level. Each have their own unique atomic recipe, a combination of multiple elements joined in a myriad of ways. And although flour, sugar, egg, and ginger look, feel, and taste completely different to each other, they are indeed not all that different in their atomic recipes. They all contain fair amounts of carbon, an even heftier amount of hydrogen, a sprinkling of oxygen, and only egg has some extra spice with the presence of nitrogen and phosphorus. So with these atomic ingredients in hand, we can now create our own cosmic recipe for a gingerbread, needing only carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, and phosphorus. Each exists in the form of an atom, a grouping of positive, negative, and neutral charges, all bound by the laws of physics. Taking hydrogen first. This is the simplest of all atoms in the entirety of the universe. These little guys are made up of just one proton, the positive charge, in the nucleus, and one electron, the negative charge. Next up we have carbon, with a little bit more going on in there. Its nucleus is home to 6 protons, 6 neutrons, and is surrounded by 6 electrons, this time existing in 2 unique orbitals around the nucleus. Oxygen is the older brother to carbon, containing 8 protons, 8 neutrons, and 8 electrons, again occupying 2 orbitals. Nitrogen is the middle child between carbon and oxygen, containing 7 protons, 7 neutrons, and 7 electrons. Phosphorus, on the other hand, is the big mama of today's atoms, containing 15 protons, 16 neutrons in the nucleus, with 15 electrons occupying not 2 but 3 valence bands. When we mix all these very specific combinations of atoms, it gives us the gingerbread that we all know and love. And if I had any baking talent, this is where I would insert footage of myself baking. But I'm a millennial, so we're just going to use a flat pack gingerbread house that I bought from IKEA instead. We now know that this delicious little house is made up of a few different elements, but I wanted to know exactly how many atoms I would be eating this Christmas. So with the magic of math and some cheeky molecular weights, I calculated that a single gingerbread house contains 1.5 septillion atoms. Septillion! To put that into perspective, that's more atoms than there are grains of sand on this earth. And just to harp on a little more, there are more hydrogen atoms alone in this gingerbread house than there are known galaxies in the universe. Isn't that wild? So speaking of hydrogen, this is our most basic atom. The universe didn't just come into existence with a load of hydrogen already, or in fact, it didn't come into existence with any other atom. No. The universe started with a bang, a literal big bang of space and time being created from seemingly nothing. It then took an entire 380,000 years after that initial bang for the matter in the universe to become cool enough to start to form hydrogen. And much like my gingerbread house, the universe started to literally light up at this point, with photons escaping out for the first time ever, and the density region started to slowly form little clumps, gaining more and more mass. hundreds of millions of years later, us astronomers theorized that the first stars in the universe began to form. These happy little guys were made out of almost entirely hydrogen and are what we call population 3 stars. It is the death of these stars which produces the metals we start to see in the stars that we observe today, population 2 stars. And here we finally start to get our cosmic ingredients coming into one. Alongside hydrogen, we now have carbon, oxygen, nitrogen. Our last ingredient that we need is phosphorus. And this is the tough one, as it's a little bit of a chicken before the egg predicament. While phosphorus has been observed in the remnants of supernovae, meaning that it can be formed when massive stars die, on Earth, phosphorus is never found as a free element. Rather, it's distributed throughout the Earth in many different minerals as phosphates. The most important thing to know about phosphorus is that we wouldn't exist without it. It's at the very core of DNA, which is partly why it is so abundant in egg yolks. On Earth, there exists an entire phosphorus cycle to break down the inorganic phosphates, incorporate them into organic matter, and eventually the organic matter is broken down back into inorganic forms, which enters our soil and oceans and sediments to restart the cycle all over again. Well, mild tangent over. The point of all of this was to emphasize that we exist in a very, very specific point in time, one where, luckily for us, organic matter does exist on Earth. We exist in a point of time where humans can grow and harvest wheat, the sugarcane, the gingerbuds, and collect eggs from happy little chickens. Even more amazingly is that we exist in a world where all of this is accessible under one roof near our homes. And if baking seems like a little too much trouble, we can even get a pre-baked gingerbread delivered right to our door. With that and 13.8 billion years of cosmic evolution, our gingerbread house is now complete. Happy holidays.